friends are heathens, take it slow.
So it started off with the lyrics, all my friends are heathens, and heathens are pretty controversial because they're kind of like atheists or non-believers, and they aren't really accepted. But by heathens, I feel like they're referring to outsiders, given to how this is taking place in a jail, and people in jail aren't really accepted by people. So I feel like by heathens is referencing to outsiders as a whole, or people that aren't accepted. After that lyrics, it continues with take it slow. And I feel like by take it slow, it's referring to, or it's saying to not be quick to judge outsiders and be accepting.
Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse.
The lyrics, please don't make any sudden moves and you don't know half of the abuse, I feel like it's stressing the whole take it slow part, where it's saying to don't be insensitive to those outsiders because you can hurt them.
All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse.
The lyrics was repeated again from the beginning, and I feel like it repeated again to emphasize the message that was being communicated in the beginning.
So welcome to the room of people who have rooms of people that they love one day docked away.
Continuing on where people in jail aren't accepted, the lyrics, welcome to the room of people who have rooms of people that they loved one day, is supporting this claim because it explains how people in jail were one day loved before they became criminals, showing how when they became criminals, they weren't accepted by those people because they became outsiders.
Just because we check the guns at the door doesn't mean our brains will change from hand grenades. You laughing on the psychopath sitting next to you. You laughing on the murderer sitting next to you. You think I'd get here sitting next to you.
This part could be about how people don't judge others who seem normal, and it goes with the lyrics, just because we check the guns at the doors doesn't mean our brains would change from hand grenades, because once you take away the guns, it doesn't change the fact that they're still criminals. But those criminals that have gotten out of jail, they are still criminals, even though they don't have the guns on them. And it's saying how you could be sitting next to them without even realizing. So it's saying how people start judging once they know that they are outsiders, because when they don't, they're more accepting of them and sit next to them, rather than when you know that they're criminals, you don't sit next to them and you stay away.
But after all I've said, please don't forget. All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. We don't deal with outsiders very well.
We don't deal with outsiders very well is like the key line. It's confirming that Tyler is talking about the outsiders and how we don't deal with them well.
They say newcomers have a certain smell. Yeah, trust issues not to mention. They say they can smell your intentions. You laughing on the freak show sitting next to you. You laugh some weird people sitting next to you. You think I did not get here sitting next to you. But after all I've said, please don't forget. please take it slow.
After realizing how outsiders could be sitting next to you, as Tyler put it, I feel like the word friends in the lyrics, All My Friends Are Heathens, is referring to people who are close to you, basically saying that they're outsiders too. And by knowing that people who are close to you are outsiders, um, when you really think about it, it's basically saying that everyone is an outsider, since people who are outsiders aren't really your friend. And now with the revelation of your friends being outsiders, basically everyone's an outsider.
For them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. I'm not
Teller used his guitar as if it were a gun, and I feel like he did this to show that not just criminals are outsiders, since he is more accepted by people and wouldn't be considered an outsider, but him having the gun shows how everyone can be an outsider even if they're not a criminal.
Why'd you come? You knew you should have stayed. I tried to warn you just to stay away. And now they're outside ready to bust. It looks like you might be one of us.
So Tyler ends the song with the lyrics, "It looks like you might be one of us," revealing that everybody is an outsider. The scene where the polices have guns, showing how even the good people that people accept, they're also the same as those people who have, as those outsiders, because they both have the same thing, which is the guns. And since we're all the same, we should all be accepting. Tyler's overall message was that everyone is quick to judge outsiders and don't accept them, but in the end, we're all outsiders.